How do I do this morning? Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm gonna try to find out what's going on with this motor. This motor's driving me a little nuts, but I'm gonna figure it out. I had to go back to my training um, little manual here. Exit. Because I ended up, I wanted to test these batteries and I hadn't done it in a while. Hey Rudy, what's up, buddy? Hadn't done it in a while, the battery test, and then I was like, oh yeah, damn it, you know when you have to remember something that you gotta. That's when you gotta stay on your game. You gotta keep doing what you do, you know, especially when you get older, when the memory cells start to fade. But you gotta keep doing what you do, man. Do your thing. So anyway, I'm testing for the battery. I was stunned yesterday because I had all these tools. I had the drill. Hold on. I didn't set my the other guys up, man. I'm here talking and they're not set up yet. Hold on, let me do my overhead. Let me do my overhead. Right. Let me do my overhead. Hold on. Here we go. A second there, Rudy. I'm trying to set my other screen up. I have my other thing open here, and I gotta make sure I set that up properly. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna go test this battery. I want to see what the hell's going on with this battery because I have a couple of these things, and I'm like, what's the chances that both of these damn batteries are bad? I mean, really? So I honestly think what someone did was buy the flex tool that I have here. I did the show yesterday. I don't know what they demonetized my show. It's like I must have shown a video of somebody yesterday. Like, oh well, you can't do it on this video. So I had this tool. I had a vacuum pack. I had this little saw, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna end up selling all these together as one set, right? The vacuum, saw, the drill, because I had two batteries. So I'm stoked, man. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just sell because that battery, I got my lights on, my batteries, everything looks great. Okay, hook them up, hook them up, and no power. Right? I said, damn, what the hell, man? Damn, I got, I'm supposed to be doing good. So I figured, let me test them. Man, I gotta turn the AC on in here. Oh, my apologies. Let me step away just for a second. It's kind of hot in here, and I think I have my temperature set at what? What is it set at? What is this thing set at? Oh, don't drop. Okay, let me bring it down. Turn off the heat. Let me see. What is it? The fan is. What's the mode? Mode. Look at that. I'm gonna have to start using the AC now. Weather change already. It's hot in North Carolina now. All right, let me go back. I'm back. So I set my multimeter here on this DC volt section here. This volt section here, the V with the little dots, the line, the little dots. Put it to 200. And I'm gonna test. Then we'll put the black one on the negative, and then we'll put the red one on the positive. Now we're gonna see if it works because I have another set of battery here. This is for the cobalt. Okay, so if it's good, I should see a reading. Okay, on my cobalt, right? So let me see. Where's my negative? Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses, Rudy? Hey, happy birthday, Rudy! Man, happy birthday! Hold on. Where's my? I should be able to put up some kind of birthday. There you go, Rudy. Happy birthday, smiles. That's it. Happy birthday, man. All right. It's positive. So let's do this, right? So I'm gonna put this on the negative side, and then what's positive is that they give you the just like a battery in a car. They give you and on regular batteries, they give you the minus here and the plus sign here, and you should be able to get a reading over here. Can you see it? Okay, I got my reading, right? Okay. So I was just baffled that I had two batteries and none of them could power my machine, right? I said, man. So then when I did the same thing, let me just make sure I get it all the way in here. I'm not getting any reading from this. And I did it for the other one, and I'm like, I got no reading, both of them, and they both light up. So you know what I've never done? I've seen the videos, but I personally have never tried to open a battery to see how a battery can be fixed from the inside or something like that. So I've never done that. I'm sure there's somebody out there. Maybe I'll do a research on a video. Hey, what's going on? Okay. Thank you, you see. All right. But anyway, so I've never checked on how to fix one of these. So maybe one day I'll investigate. Because it's a shame, man. You got two batteries and both of them sucks. Okay, both of them. What the hell? All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this guy away, but I don't feel comfortable selling it until I can really truly test it and make sure I got working batteries. The thing about this brand is they'll sell it and they'll tell you that they're selling it as tool only. So they're literally selling it without the battery. Okay, but I wouldn't want to sell these things without knowing that they actually work. Okay, we got these off on a pallet deal, and I just don't feel comfortable doing that. All right. Okay, so, but that's what I ended up having to do to test this battery. These two here are for cobalt, so I'm gonna. This will go with some blowers I have, so I'll probably just throw these in with the blowers. But these batteries work. Let's just try it again on this other one. This here and this here. Yep. And look at that. This other one, I got a reading on this one too. So, yeah, two batteries not doing their job. They're fired. Okay? They're fired, man. Hired you to do a job, you're not doing your job. All right, I'm gonna check this. I've had, I think I'm gonna need a motor for this machine I'm about to put on the bench in the front of the class. And I'm just hoping, I've had this in the back for a minute. And I'm hoping this is the motor I need. If it's not, then it's unfortunate. Let me see. Nope. This is not what I need. This is a basic vacuum motor. Okay, 120 volt, 1300 watts. All right. And this is the part I was telling somebody the other day. When you look at these motors, a lot of the times they come from the same people. The same people make these motors. You know, same company. Same company sells these motors out. All right, next up, let me check this one here real quick. See? So I have a sneaky suspicion I'm gonna need a motor. Hey, Brienne, what's up, girl? What's up, Brienne? Opening that battery is probably a bad idea. I know, right? Lithium are broke. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. Then I guess I'm just gonna have to get rid of the damn thing. I'm gonna end up buying a replacement and be done with it. Sweet. It's not what I need, but I guarantee you it'll still do the job. It's not exactly what I need, but I guarantee you this will still do the job of what I need. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one to the side. Okay? I suspected that I had it. I just forgot which box I had it in. Okay? And so let's go. Let's put it in front of the class. let's see what the hell we have going on, and then we're gonna move from there. But Brianne, thanks a lot yesterday for poking me to test that battery, and it turned out the battery, both of them, it's not working. My suspicion, someone bought it and decided to return it and took the new batteries and left us with the busted batteries. That's what that's my suspicion. But that's okay. That's just what happens. Can't do nothing about that. Okay. So we got a Climax here, which is a what do you call it? More like an Auric / Riccar cousin. I don't want to say not. I'll say cousin, right? Cousin. Come on. Look at that. Happy birthday, Rudy. I don't know if Rudy's comfortable telling us how old he is, but Rudy, I'm not going to ask you. Isn't that a way of asking without asking? You know, I'm not going to ask you how old you are. No, it is the right motor. I'm not going to really ask you how old you are. Okay, go on, yo. Let's see how this motor responds. This thing was, what happened was this was getting super hot on us. And because these customers really don't want to have to keep bringing these machines into shop if they don't have to, a lot of them will just prefer to replace the motor and just be done with it, right? Rather than trying to fix it or whatever, just replace the damn thing. But I want to turn it on. I want to see if it actually do get hot like that, okay? Let me plug this in real quick. Whoa! Something dropped. Oh yeah! Don't drop on me. Now this one is close, but if you look at the treading, it's for groove belt. Let me get my gloves. Messing with this stuff, dirtying up my hands even more. It's for a groove belt, so I don't want. I mean, if I had to kind of mess around with it, I probably would have done something. But this is not the right motor for this unit, so I you know, only if I'm stuck and I'm really like in a bad spot, and maybe I was fixing it for myself, I would mess around with doing stuff like this. But this is not the right. It looks like the right setup if you see where the screws are, right? And you could probably just put the fan on here and do all that good stuff, but still, it's still off. It's not the right. Even the way this fits here, you wouldn't want to just, you know, they're really not the right. This is probably more for like an Auric vacuum. And Auric very rarely uses a grooved belt. Auric will either use that stiff belt or a regular rubber belt. But I'll figure it out. But let's turn this thing on. Let's see. I want to see how hot it gets. I don't even have like a temperature gauge or something to see. I just have to kind of look at it, see if it's firing, see if sparks are being like too loud or whatever. But I think I'm just gonna replace the motor and just be done with it and not even think twice. You know what? Let me put the brush in. Let me put the belt on. I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't see anything that would indicate. I don't hear a noise. I don't see sparks. I don't see fire. I don't see anything that would indicate. But this thing has been getting red hot and popping the belts on the customer. Pop, pop, pop. And the brush is not the problem. The brush is very fluid. The brush is actually pretty new. Oh, hey! All right, everything is dropping. So, you know, when you get to that point of like, Okay, I've tried replacing this. I tried this. I tried that. I tried this. You know, it's like, okay, what's next? You know what? Replace the replace the motor, man. You put a new brush. You put a new belt, right? It's getting kind of almost like white hot, you know. Then I just have this. Then I just have the damn. Then I just have the brush. I just had the brush here. Oh my gosh. So Brian, I had this yeah, Jesus loves you, man. Respect. I've had this I saw this video this morning, and this lady said, this is what it looks like when you're in your 60s leaving the house. So the lady left the house, closed the door behind her, and then she came back and she forgot her keys, so she picked the keys up. And then she went outside, she came back inside, and then she got her glasses. She went outside, come back inside, you know? I swear I did that this morning. I did that this morning. I just did it just now, right? I put this over here, and then I'm looking for it all over the damn office. Hey, look, man, I'm not even in my 60s, and I'm just like, what the hell? Why am I dealing with this shit now? Why am I going through this right now? Oh my God. Even to a point where Brianna's telling me to make t-shirts. Wayne, where's your tools? I think the shirt's on my site. I think I got the t-shirt on my site right now. Where's Wayne's tools? Because holy cow. That was so funny watching that lady go through that. Now, so if your brushes are like, you know, flowing, the chances are the brush is not the problem. You know, your brush is flicking, you flick it and it can, you know, it's there's no, you don't hear it rubbing, you don't feel it grinding. It's not like if you hit it one time and it stopped like this, let's say you flicked it hard and all it did was, you know, then yeah, okay, the brush might be the problem. And most of the time, if you go inside the end caps, you'll find hair, you just clear it out, you know, and then that may just fix that problem. But in this case, this is not the issue. I'm pretty confident this is not the issue. I gotta get the right belt for this thing here. And I bought a bag of belts. I bought a bag of belts. And, and because I was taking it back to my workshop at the house, I think I took the belts with me. And now I'm like, did I bring them back? Oh my God. Oh, hey, listen, I'm having fun with it though. It's not going to drive me crazy, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, man. Because if you don't laugh at it, you're gonna cry. You know, you're gonna feel like you're a victim of sorts. That life is picking on you, and you know, woe is me, right? So I'm just gonna laugh that. Life is having a ball with me right now. All right, so this is a decent belt, but it's not really the right one for me. But this will have to work right now. This is what the way I measure belts, especially if you don't have the one exactly that you need, is if it can reach about right here, you're good, because you have to stretch it the rest of the way. You know, this might be a little bit too short. But it might. Oh no, here they are. So you come back after you get something, right? But hit the door, lock, get it out the car, right? Lock your keys in the car, running the car's running, the phone is on the mount, the dash. Good times. Yep. I've locked my keys in my car before. The thing I used to forget the most are my keys. Oh, I forget where I put my keys. And then sometime my wallet, right? So I bought the what do you call that again from Apple? The tag. And that thing, well, I wasn't happy with the tag, right? I bought the wallet size little finder stuff that the not wallet size, the credit card size stuff. I tried that, right? Try. So I bought the tag, and then the tag. The reason I wasn't really happy with the tag is that if you're not like, if you're not in the same Wi-Fi setting, it's hard. You know, sometimes it registers, and sometimes, man, it doesn't. It'll register like the last place it remembers you being, and sometimes it's on the road somewhere, like between here and my house, and it'll register, let's say, by the restaurant, right? And I'm like, no, I know I didn't stop at the restaurant. I know I didn't open my door and at the restaurant, right? So it's no chance that I'll drop it at the restaurant. So why is it telling me it's at the restaurant? So that kind of, that didn't go well with me and the tag. You know, the concept is good, but if you're not in the same Wi-Fi, it doesn't, you know. So I wasn't happy with that one. Not happy at all. All right, let me have the brush spinning. Let's go for it. Probably not enough for me to be able to tell a difference, but man, you know what? I'll just turn this into a video of how to replace a motor. How's that one? Because you know, I don't want, because she's the kind of person I would open up this unit. She'll open it up to see if I did any work in it because they do this stuff all. They have so many of these machines, and they go through all this stuff, and she like when I clean it, she wants me to make sure I clean it and all this stuff. It's like, okay, I'll do that for you. You know, I'm down. I'll do it for you. So let's take this apart, man. Let's replace this and just be done with it. And I'll take a look at this motor some other time, some other day, and we'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna fight it. Okay, I'm not even gonna fight it. All right, so let's move on. No big deal. That's what you want. That's what you get. How's that? How to replace the motor on this. Let me unplug it first. Rudy. Who's this? Razor Baby. Ear tag. I bought my son one of his wallet, keychain. Ear tag fell out. The holder, keychain. Yeah, you know. Yep. We have raised babies. Lucky never forgot them. Yeah. Hey, listen. I had an incident. Man. That. Oh my God. So I used to have a van. You know, with the sliding doors. So, like I said, my sons were with me here at the shop. So they pick them up from school. At the time, when we first opened up, Sam took a part-time job, and so while I get the business, running and all that good stuff. And so Ethan, I'm leaving. Let me see, where was it? Manuel was with me, and Ethan is in his car seat. He's behind he's behind me. And the way the van is, there wasn't really a middle. Well, maybe if it was, it wasn't really secure. But so I had to, you know how you get the car seat and put the belt through and all that good stuff. The slide. So I'm driving out of the driveway, and I made a right turn out of the same lot. The sliding door on the side where Ethan is opened up. Okay, and it's a good thing the seat was buckled in, right? Because the car seat kind of like leaned. The car seat leaned. Oh my God, man! You talk about panicking, bro. I'm like, oh my God, the damn sliding door open. It's the same side my son is on. The door's, man, look. Yo, man. I was like, what the hell happened to this damn door? It's like, oh. It's a good thing we buckled up, man. I can imagine some of the stories parents have, like the stuff that would scare the crap out of parents with their kids. My youngest son, he was always prone to have his fingers in a door while someone is closing the door. And I'm talking, I'm surprised his fingers aren't broken, okay? Because the amount of times he put his finger in a door, and my other son is like closing the door behind him, and he has his finger, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the panic is ridiculous. It's out of this world, man. When you don't have kids, man, there's a certain part of that you just don't get. The fear that comes over you, the protective instinct that you develop, is just something about it, man. Don't let anyone fool you, okay? You don't know until you know, all right? Oh, gosh. You don't know till you know. All right, so what are we doing here? All right, so we have this is going here, we have this going to this, all right, and then this one's going to the breaker. Okay, great. Let's take this off. To the breaker. You know what? Let me leave this connected to the breaker for a second, and let me just cut it right here for now, just in case. I may not want to even take this one off the breaker. All right, let me just, I'll just connect them if I need to. Let's just do that, all right? Yeah. All right, let's get this guy out of here. Let's get this guy off, and we're gonna make this work. Okay. Now there's two regular ones in the front, and then there are two skinny ones in the back. So let's get the skinny ones out the way. Let me see. The David Cell vacuum. Tell me about that one. The David. I remember David vacuums, because the David is like this. David is another version of this guy right here. You said David Cell? Is that what you said, Rudy? David Cell vacuum. Oh, David Cell's vacuum? No, it's Cell. That's right. That's Cell, like a cell phone. Tell me about that. Tell me about that one. Okay, so this is all. All right. Yeah, so I don't see, these vacuums, they collect all kind of dirt and dust and everything else. I don't see this. I didn't see the circuit, what do you call that? The commutator getting all busted and messed up. But the fan blade is fine. There don't seem to be anything really bad with the fan blade. So I'm really, it's what it is. Okay, it's what it is. All right, but new motor. Let's put it in. Okay, let's put it in. We probably need a new one of these, though, honestly. We probably need a new one of these. But I will put this in first, and then attach this. Okay? And there you have it. Okay? And while I'm here, let me just lock this in here real quick. Come on, baby. Let's just lock this guy in here real quick. Okay? And I'm gonna lock this guy in here, and then we can get the little guys in the back. You know what I do want to make? You know what I want to make? I think you can use a oh, come on. I think you can use a clamp, but I don't want to use a clamp. I want to have I want to create a box, okay, that I can just set the motor in. Because I used to have like a what do you call that? You know, I'm talking about those kind of clamps that you. It's called, isn't it called a clamp? You know, that you turn it and it looks. You know what I'm talking about. I just hate not describing what I want to do properly. It's a clamp. It looks like this. And then you have the thing come here, and then you have a little rod here, right? Yes, like that, right? It looks like a clamp like that. Anyway, so I would have one of those, and I would put it here. What I want to do is I want to have like a box that I could put any different size motors in, and just rest it here. Okay, put the 2 screws in. And then I can work on the motor, test the motor, see what's going on. You know, take the motor out of the machine and put it on a clamp, not a clamp, but on my box, and set up my my little gadget, give it power, and I can actually examine the motor outside of the machine. So I'm gonna do that. Who knows? I might do it this weekend. C-clamp, thank you. Vice. Gosh, why couldn't I get the names out, man? Hell. Like the vice grip, right? Similar to the vice grip, right. But a C-clamp sounds about right. But yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I want to create a box that I can do that, and what I would want to do is have it so, because I get different size motors. I get from the the mini motor like this. I get the brush motors for the the nozzles, right? I get the big green machine size motor, so I can make the adjustments for each motor and just put it in there, and I just make it where I can test the motors. I can take them out, I can see what's going on, change carbon brushes, whatever it needs, stuff like that. I'll make it myself. I don't know. Maybe somebody's already selling it out there, but I like the idea of trying to make stuff like that on my own. I think when I retire, which I don't think I'll just retire, but I think when I retire, I'll either be drawing a lot, artwork, or I'll be like in my workshop making these silly whatever comes to my mind, just making stuff. But what I don't want to do is be sitting in front of the TV, just watching TV all day. Now that, not a recipe. Well, no, we probably wouldn't be watching TV. We'll probably be on our devices or something, or plugged into some damn headset, just sitting there, just like the Wally people. But no, that's not my future. At least how's this? At least I don't want it to be. Let me not talk too fast. I don't want that to be my future. Don't want it to be my future, man. I gotta keep my brains moving. I'm already losing cells already. It's going, man. It's remembering stuff. This is not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. I don't want that, man. I swear I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh, like a second later, I'm asking, I'm trying to say that. And it's not funny, because I know people that go through that. Um, I know people that go through that, second later, we're repeating the same thing. And very close to me, very, very, very close to me that go through that on both sides of my family. And, but I definitely want to keep my mind active, on purpose. So I know Brienne is creative. Hey, Rudy, do you have anything creative that you do? Do you have something clever that you can do when you get older? But listen, I think that's awesome though, Brienne. The fact that you're using it to learn. Like most of people who are on phones, right? If you think about it, it's for entertainment, not even to learn, not to look things up, right? Not to I like inventions, so my feed would show me a whole lot of like inventions, man. People, this guy, I just saw one where this guy made a ladder. Like now, it's so hard for me to know what I can show anymore on my channel. Like just one of the video. I'm gonna have to find out why they demonetized my video from yesterday. It was probably a video I showed, and I don't know if I played the music or 2 seconds of music or something. I'm like, it's like, come on, man, come on, guys. We're getting ridiculous here with this stuff. But but who knows? Maybe I would feel different if it was if someone was using my material or something, and I don't know. So I'm not gonna get too stupid about it. But this guy made this ladder, and it was like this flat. It was like a flat. It looks like paper, right? Looks like paper, and then he unfolded, okay, all the way out, and then he fold the other side in, and then he lifted up, and then he was able to walk up the ladder like a strong ladder. Now, I don't know how strong it is, right? But man, I thought that was pretty cool. It was like a flat paper, and he just rolled it out, bah, 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 bah. And then he fold the sides, and the sides. You know how a ladder, you can hold the sides of the ladder. Then it just, I was like, holy crap, man, that's cool as hell. Damn, I love that. I love stuff like that. Yeah. You know what, and Brian, I think that's excellent, man. I mean, you may think it's a burden. Somebody else may think it's a burden because now you want to go extra, and now you get stuck. Now you get stuck watching the whole thing. You're like, damn, I just want to, like when you go to a supermarket and you just go in for one thing and you come out with a whole damn. That happened to me a lot. You come out with a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't want to spend this long in the damn supermarket. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to buy all this stuff, right? And I don't go out of control. It's just that I bought more than I wanted to. That's I don't get beyond the budget, out of control stuff. But the same thing. You can now you just want to learn how do I do that? But you're diving in. Now you want to know, because you want to know why it broke, how it works. Now you're stuck. Oh man. I do that a lot with explaining things, Brienne, and I think you've noticed it, right? If I'm explaining something, because I used to run a training class, right? Teaching people how to close sales and all that stuff. So I would break down the concept, right? Because you're telling guys, what to do to close, why it's important to get a handshake, get a firm commitment, all these different things. Even how to, we used to give away premiums, right? So I would explain it in details, and then I'll say, okay, how about it from this angle, all right? And I'll explain it from this angle, All right. Then I'll have them do a mock style. All right, give it to me. You pitch it back to me. Try to close me, and we'll go back and forth. Right. So I got used to that kind of breakdown. So as I'm talking with you guys, I'll just keep breaking it down. Like, yeah. So guys might be like, okay, wait, I got it. I got it, man. I got it. So I know where my thoughts are. I know where it's at. It's just that's who I am, man. Oh man, you gotta. I mean, at least you know who you are. Hey Jeff, Billy Blanks. Nah, bro. I remember Billy Blanks. Nah, man. Come on, you can't just use complexion. But then he's strong. He's kind of built. I'm not really built. I'm a slim built. He was pretty buff. But no, man, Billy Blanks. But people would do that though, you know. They'll see me and it's like they see a dark skinned guy, right? And they just pull anyone out the bag. I'm like, dude, at least like give me like a real good looking one, you know, if you're gonna do that. Hey, no shade on you, Billy Blanks. Is he still alive? No shade on Billy Blanks, but no, respectfully, no. Oh my gosh. Oh man. E-bike motor. Okay. You know, I've never looked at one of those motors. I never checked those out. E-bike. I've never even ridden an e-bike. I'll be honest with you. They have them up in. They have them in Charlotte. They have them in New York a lot. I see them a lot all over the place. Man, dude, they got these little gangs, bro. I said, bro. They got these little gangs in New York City, right? I went to visit my mom, and my sons. They wanted to go to the park to run, right? Because you know they're still training and all that stuff. So I said, all right, I'll drive you to the park. So I took them to, I think it's Rosedale Park or something along that line over there. And these guys, man, they were at the park and they got their little e-bikes, and they have like what do you call that stuff that hangs in the back of the trucks? You know, the bladder, whatever, the stuff that catches the flap that catches the dirt. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like that, right? And they have the artwork on it, and then they have it looks like a flag or something, and they got names on it, and they have graffiti on them, and I'm like, oh man, you guys are part of a gang, and a little gang on e-bikes, you know, going around town, and I hope they're not mugging people or robbing people or whatever. I mean, I just hope that they're not doing anything, you know, like bad, you know, with their little e-bikes. But it was weird, man. I didn't see that, you know. I never seen that, because down here people are just riding around town, you know. They're just like, oh, you know, I'm touring Charlotte, you know, just and then they'll put the e-bike down or whatever. Once in a while you see like a guy that's like 10 times the size of the bike, and he's on there, and I'm like, man, damn, that e-bike is doing the work, you know. But these guys look like they terrorize the neighborhood with those bikes, man. I swear, man. But I've never ridden one. Me? Cole. How do I get into that? Tampering vacuums and training. Okay, Cole. Hey, I'm glad you're asking me. I'm glad you asked me. Cole, I used to get into. I used to sell, man. I used to sell Kirby's. I sold Kirby's for a long time, and got out the business, and I just opened a shop, and I learned on the fly how to fix these things. I learned on the fly how to fix these things, Cole. And you know, just develop a business model. I just started doing it, and you know, honestly, I should be hiring some people because, you know, I find myself wanting to do things like I want to go to. My son's having a race at the junior nationals race, and I want to go. You know, but I got the business to run, and I'm like, damn it, man. You know, but man, I'm a little bit weird about hiring people, man. I'll be honest with you. That's my own hang up. Okay, I blame myself for that. I don't blame nobody else. I'm a little bit weird about hiring people, man. Funny about that. Funny about that. Okay. Yeah. But I'm from my mama, man. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm from, bro. But I'm in North Carolina. This guy was telling me this morning, a customer came in and telling me that why he moved here from Detroit. No, my bad, Cleveland. And it was just, you know, it was a little bit of combination of family, getting his daughter away from the bad influences and all that good stuff. And, you know, people have different reasons to move out of these different cities, man. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. Look at that. It came with it. They have different reasons to move out of the city. I knew for a fact that if I was going to have children and build a life, I knew I wasn't going to do it in New York. That I already knew. You know, much love to the people in New York. You guys do your thing. You deal with your situation up there and your mayor. You just don't know how good it is for the workout if you're not part of that community. But holy cow, man, riding those trails are in. That's listen. I've worked out. Okay, I know what working out is, and that And at the same time, I'm crying my ass off, and at the same time, when I'm done, I'm like, damn, that was good, man. The audio's good now? Thanks, man. Thanks. Is that one muted? Or is this one? I have two of them. I swear, man, this is on my cell. If I'm pointing at you, it's on my cell. If you're looking at the overhead version, which is on this angle, vertical is good? Okay, thanks, Brian. They were both muted? Ah, damn, Cole. I swear, man. I don't know. I see why some of these guys pay so much money to do their little podcast stuff, to have studios and have all that equipment, because this stuff is a pain in the ass if it starts messing up on you. And but hey, I'm glad you guys are cool and you're down at least to hang a little bit, and we can converse. We can converse a little. You know? If you have a question about a vacuum, I'll be more than happy to answer it, man. More than happy to answer it. Ah, damn it, I can't use this one. Shite! Let me find another one. I mean, if I don't find one I can use, I'm just gonna cut the other one and just put a twist on it. Let's see. Come on, Lane. You got this. Screw that. You got this. Put this red. Use the red. Ah, sweet. Use the red. Hola.
Good morning.
Good morning. Feeling good?
I'm doing nicely, and you?
I'm doing okay.
That's good.
I'm doing okay. All right, let me go grab.
Take your time. I'm okay.
Let me see. We're grabbing. Let me put my memory. I have to put my memory back on.
Let's see if I see it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can see it. Let's see if I can remember. Oh,
yes.
We're right here.
Yes, we are.
Ah.
I didn't even see it. I was looking at that one over there.
You're all set. Let me help you out with this.
Okay, thank you.
I did good, right?
You did excellent.
Hey! Oh, yes. Guys, I'm back. All right, so we're going to plug this bad boy in and see how it runs, and then we're good. Then we're all right. Then we're okay. Then we're all right. Give me a second. You know, I mean, you don't have to do this, but sometimes I like to do it, but I don't think I have the right size for this one. No, I don't have the right size. All right. This is not necessary. Hold on. Yeah, this will work. It's not necessary, but it's just, I get to know, like I was telling Brianne the other day, I know my signature if I worked on something, and this is one of my signatures. Even if it's only one of the tools of one of the wiring, I would put this on like this. Where's the red one? I would. Oh, shit. I already used this already. Shit. Sorry guys, cussing. All right, let me try one more. Well, I know what I'm gonna do then. Oh, wait. But wait! There's more! Nope, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it. I don't have the matching one. I thought I did. But this whole set I have is it's a different size. These are all females, so it's not like I can do a male and then a female. These are all females. I got them like that on purpose. So I'm just going to end up using this, okay? So let's cut this guy off, and let's move on from there. I'm not gonna get stuck by this, okay? Rudy, you have a great birthday, man. Celebrate it the way you can. Make sure that you come out of it alive and okay, all right? All right, here we go. All right, that's good enough. Okay? They're connected. They're together. They're happy. They're going to live a happy life together. All connected. Let's get a little zip tie going here. Put a little zip tie on this guy. Okay? All right, he's all cleaned up. Okay? And let's cut this. And let's plug it in and test it and see how it sounds. Okay? All right, let's get this belt back on here so we can do it with the belt. Aye. Okay, everybody's happy, everybody's cool. All right, and you know what I'm gonna do with this guy, because right now, this is normally will go to like a light, and they would probably have the negative from here would go towards the light, and then this would also feed the light. So, but let's just cover him up, okay? Because he's not doing nothing for anybody right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cover him up. So I'm just gonna put actually, where's this guy? Let's just put this guy on him. So this is not exposed, and let's get the heat gun and just cover that up, all right? Look at that, Brianna. It took me less than 4 seconds to find my heat gun. Brianna. Hey, Cole, you still here, bro? You have to get back to work. Cole, man, cool. It was awesome, bro. You sub? Man, come back, Cole. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you hanging out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So yeah, I just want to cover up that wiring there, because this guy is not really used for. Oh hey, don't move yet. Okay, I'll leave this guy alone like that. Okay. All right, let's plug him in. Ugh. Okay. That sounds good. This is what we're looking for. Fantastic. Well, then that's that. We just swapped out a motor. All right. So for those of you who came late, we took out this old motor here, and we put in a brand new motor, and that's really what we did today. All right. And that's that. And we found out that both of these flex batteries were bad, which is interesting. All right, so we're gonna chuck these, and I'm gonna end up having to buy a battery. These batteries are expensive, man. I don't understand why they were so expensive. You know, normally batteries are what, like $50, $60 or whatever. I was assuming. Let me double check again. Flex. Flex battery. $155. Well, you know what? There's one for $59. Made by some other company. I guess that's what it is. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get that one. And because I really do have to see if this battery is. It needs at least one battery. Damn. But I'm not spending $159. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. $59. So I'm gonna get a battery for 59 bucks. I'm gonna have to go factor that into the price for this thing, and sell everything as a kit. The kit would be better with 2 batteries, but hell no, I'm not spending. They're gonna want a deal anyway. or Brianna would just say, sell it without the batteries, right, Brianna? But I want to make sure the damn thing works. That's the problem. I want to make sure the machines work, and I'm gonna need a battery for that. You know, that's my issue. You know. All right, I think that's it, guys. What's the most complicated Oh man, Cole just left, and I missed that question, Cole. The most complicated vacuum for anyone else that's reading Cole's message here. At first, you know what I would have told you at first? At first, I would have told you that the most complicated vacuum is a Bissell 2X. Not the Pet Pro, not the Revolution, old school Bissell 2X that has the water and the bladder. I would have told you that was the most complicated vacuum. Well, it's not a vacuum, it's a shampooer. But the most complicated thing I worked on was that at one time. Now, the most complicated vacuums are the Dyson balls, the animal style, not the ones with the not the small guys with the little filter that pops in and out. Not the DC-25. They're like the DC-41, the DC-65, the DC-66. If the problem is inside that ball, to get the motor out, to put a new motor in, it's just a pain in the ass. Because there's a couple of gears that have to go in order for you to recline it and for it to work, and that has to be timed properly, because the recline won't go up all the way if you put it back together wrong. You have a circuit board that sits on top of the ball right below that sheet right there. You're gonna have to do some tests to see what's going on. You know, so that I think that probably is. You can do it with time if you just be patient with it, but that's probably, everything else is basically simple. You know, in and out. But that guy, yeah, and the robots. The robots, you have to probably know a little bit about computer circuit board work to really properly fix robots. That's it. Hey, what's up? You gonna say what's up? You're not gonna say what's up?
Hi.
You're gonna say what's up to Brianna? Brianna will say what's up to you.
Where's she at?
Where's she at? No, don't put your hand in. No, they can't see you. Well, that's one side. Why don't you stay over here? Why don't you come over here and say hi? Yeah. I'm gonna log off right now. Guys on this side, I'm gonna see you. Say later.
Hi.
Hey, Brian, that's Sam. So she said, hey, wifey.
Hey.
All right, guys. Hey, you know what, Sam? Can you do me a favor? Go to to my car driver's seat. There's a pad. I want to show one last thing before I go. There's a pad. I was working on that. Remember the Aquaman? I was showing. I'm like this far to finish. I want to show you the Aquaman. I might do a skateboard with something like some kind of figure like that, but in this style of art, like, you know, cartoony. Okay, let me shut this one off. So this is done. Let me see.
This is not
Flip it around.
Damn.
Taking a lunch. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that. This is it. Let me show you my Aquaman. No, Namor. Damn. I keep messing up. No, I was just sketching. This is not for anybody. All right. This is I'm almost done with the water. I have to get the white. I'm not done. You know, it's still squiggly lines, but I'm gonna have to blend it a little better, and I'm gonna have to get the white to pop in my my splashing and all that stuff. I wanted to kind of have like a paint, like if it came out of paint, you know, if the water was like paint. That's kind of where I was going for. So I was debating if I should change, if I should have like yellow and other colors in it. So that's still up for debate on that. But I'm done. Not done, but you know what I mean. The basic drawing is done, and then I'm just gonna tighten up the lines, make it a little thicker, the black outlines, and I'm still debating if I should do the colors with blue and yellow and red, and I'm still debating that paint splash thing. Cool?
Cool.
You love the water? Okay, so just put orange and yellows in the sky. Bet. All right, I'll do it like that then. Instead of messing with the water, you're saying. So don't. So other than the whites and maybe smooth out some of the. Okay, I'll do that. All right, I'll do that. Some orange and yellow in the sky. Okay, I'll work that in. All right, here you go. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you later, and I'm gonna go and have some lunch. You down?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I'm taking my marching.
Marching orders.
I'm taking my marching orders.
I mean, it's charging.
No, that's good. These are the ones that are bad. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Brianne, as always. Yeah, no, it's not good. Battery's not good. All right. Have a great afternoon. No wooden nickels. Hell yeah. That's right. Don't take any wooden nickels.